Good evening, brothers and sisters. I'm smoking whatever it is, and I'm breaking every rule of the YTPC and my own understanding. Do not do a video when you are pissed. This is gin, a very special gin. Very nice, and I've had too much. However, I did want to wish you all the compliments of the season. A Merry Christmas to those of you who follow the Christian religion. A Happy Yule to those who have just gone through the equinox. For those who have followed a different faith, whatever that faith is, may you experience all the blessings of your faith. Now, to get to the video. I am really enjoying a cigar. It's a long time since I have smoked a cigar. It's even longer since I have drunk gin. But this Christmas I've decided that I should really let myself go. I've had a rough few days. I've had more fingers up my arse than ever, and I hasten to say that they were doctor's fingers. However, they did save me considerable money at the docks. No, I'm joking. We've just been watching a version of Christmas Carol that's been on the British Broadcasting Association. It's the darkest Christmas Carol I've ever seen, and it was the most moving and deeply thoughtful Christmas Carol story that I've ever experienced. I know that many people will object to the language used during it. I know that many will object to the changes in the story, but for me, it raised so many questions about what the Christmas Carol was really saying to us. And at the end of it, we turned it off, and Carolyn and I sat there and discussed what effect it had on us. If you are able to, please download that version of the Christmas Carol and watch it to the very end before you make your decisions. Anyway, as I say, I'm breaking every rule. Don't post when you're pissed. I'm having to come to terms with so many things that the doctors want to examine that I'm running out of energy. they want to put a pipe up to see where the bleeding came from. And believe me, I really, really know how to bleed when I bleed. It was very close. Very close. Unfortunately, when they did various examinations, they decided that I also was probably suffering from liver disease, from a type of cirrhosis caused by diabetes that I had. So I need to be examined for that. I spent recently something like 10 hours or so in accidents and emergency because the doctor felt that I needed to have a scan because they worried that part of my unsteadiness, part of my ability to pass water without realizing I was passing it, was caused by a particularly nasty little problem with the spine. Thank goodness when I had the MRI scan, it didn't show any problem with the spine. However, and I was going to swear here, I was going to use a word beginning with F and ending in G, but the scan showed I had a kidney problem, that I had inflammation of some kind around my right kidney. They weren't too worried because it wasn't what they were looking for. So I am rating now for various tests. I know that I have to have a test where not only is somebody going to put their finger up the fundament, but they're going to put the camera up again. Thank God, I find it quite pleasant. They're also going to do a test that checks on my liver. Boom, diddy, boom, diddy, boom, diddy, boom. To see how badly damaged that is. Knowing now that I haven't got the Claudia Aquinas that they were looking for, they now have to do neurological tests to find out whether I'm suffering from the beginnings of such glories as motor neuron disease or a myriad of other neurological problems. None of which worry me. I am quite content to receive whatever life throws at me. The question I have when I leave this life is, do I leave it a better man than I entered it? In other words, have I benefited other people? Have I grown in humanity, in love, and in strength? If I die having left this life a better person than I entered it, I will die happy. And I can't, for the life of me, answer that question. The drink is talking. But we all are faced with that question. When we leave this life, do we leave it having learnt certain lessons and grown as human beings, or do we leave it not having grown? Whether there's a God or not does not concern me. If there is a God, well, I will find that out. And if there is a God, if God is truly God, God is greater than anything we can conceive. So I know that if there is a God, I will be all right. However, if there is a hell, I personally want to be in it, because I do not want to have anything to do with the God that could condemn people to hell for eternity. But if I'm honest, if I am really, really honest, I consider myself closer to the Native American spirituality than anything else. Unfortunately, I am an Englishman. I am not a First Nation, Native American. And unless one of you Native Americans is prepared to adopt me, or to accept me, I just play at spirituality. Do not, and I warn you all, do not post a video when you are in your cups. Have a very Merry Christmas. Remember, Christmas Day maybe, just maybe, the day that you die. Today, I have lived my life so that I can say, today is a good day to die. Merry Christmas. Happy Krampus. Forgive me, my brothers and sisters, for posting this, unless you get something from it. I can't even keep a cigar lit. Never mind a pipe. Father Christmas, bring me what I most need, not what I most desire.